right, welcome to Chair Yoga. My name is Alex Wandersee. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the fitness coordinator here on campus with UREC, but I am putting this on with the Wellness Committee today. So what I'm going to have you do is get comfortable in your seat. Maybe sit all the way back so you're right up against the back of the chair. Rest your hands, palms down on your thighs. Try to sit up tall, close your eyes, and take some deep breaths. Really notice the air as it enters your lungs and fills them completely. And then slowly release it out with each exhale. All right, take one more deep breath. Really feel your lungs completely inflate. Ribs lift, chest lifts. And then slowly exhale it out. After that deep breath, you can return to a normal, comfortable pace of breathing. And then I'm just going to have you move into some shoulder rolls. Good, then relax those shoulders down and back. Sit up nice and tall, so find a nice tall spine. And then tuck your chin down towards your chest. Now you can either hold there or gently rock from side to side. Notice the back of your neck stretching out here. It's an area that is often super tight without even realizing it. And then with your chin towards your chest, come back to neutral. Then again, sitting up nice and tall, take a deep inhale. On an exhale, bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. If you want to advance the stretch, just extend your right arm out. Good, come back to neutral. Again, deep inhale. Exhale, this time the right shoulder. Option to extend the left arm. Good, and back to neutral. Couple more shoulder rolls to loosen up that area. And then I'm going to have you cross your right shoulder over your body. Just try to avoid being directly on your elbow joint, so you can be on your forearm or up on your upper arm. Good, and switch sides, holding there. Good, now bring your hands back on your thighs. I'm going to have you scoot forward on your chair, so you're kind of sitting on the edge. If you have a rolly chair, either try to lock the wheels or just be careful as we're moving through these things. And I'm going to have you do is kind of open your chest up forward all over the side so you can see me. You're going to inhale kind of in what we call a cow pose. And then exhale, round your back behind you in cat. Good. Inhale, open your chest, arch the back. Good. Exhale, round. Do a few more of these at your own pace. Just kind of loosening up your spine here. Good, and then come back to a neutral spine. From here, we're going to do what we call eagle arms. So what I'm going to have you do is bring your arms out to a T, and then take your right arm on top of your left. Now, a couple options. You can either grab opposite shoulders, or if your flexibility allows to kind of bring your palms together in kind of this position, you can do that. But take either one, whatever best suits you. And I'm going to have you lift your elbows up to the height of your shoulder. And then think about drawing your shoulder blades down, but keeping those elbows up. As you do that, you should feel this top part of your shoulders and neck Stretch out, we call that the traps. Keep breathing as you deepen this stretch. Good, release the arms, shake it out. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. So this time left arm is on top. Either grab shoulders or interlace. Lift those elbows up to the height of your shoulder. Then slowly draw the shoulder blades down. Keep breathing throughout. Good, and then release those arms. Take a few more shoulder rolls, kind of shake it out. All right, now what I'm going to have you do is a side stretch. So you can take your right hand and either grab your thigh or maybe your armchair if you have one, and then inhale that left arm up and over for a nice side body stretch. I want you to feel this whole side opening up. Good, come back to neutral. Let's do the opposite side. Cross that left arm over. Right arm reaches across. Really reach it here. Don't let your arm just kind of be bent. Extend that arm so you can feel that whole stretch. Good, back to neutral. Now let's add a twist. I'm going to have you take your left arm, cross it over again. Feel free to grab the armchair if you have it. Opposite hand comes behind you. Deep inhale to lengthen your spine, and then exhale to twist as you gaze behind. Good, come back to neutral. Opposite side. Inhale to a nice tall spine, and then exhale, twist. Good, once again, back to neutral. All right, then we're going to do a few things standing. I'm going to step back so you can still kind of see me. What you're going to do is come to the back edge of your chair, step back behind it so you can still hold on to it. Again, if you have a rolly chair, it might be better to use a desk or something else. And then what I'm going to have you do is lower your chest down towards the floor, trying to keep your shoulders straight. Now, the lower your chair or table is, the more challenging this is going to be. But you should be feeling your chest and shoulders kind of open up as you lower down. This is kind of like a downward facing dog. Good, come back up, walk towards your chair, shake it out a little. We're going to do that one more time. So hands come on, step back as far as you're comfortable, and then lower your chest down towards the mat, keeping arms as straight as you can. Good, come back up, walk towards your chair. All right, now I'm going to have you take a step back with your right foot, keeping that left foot forward, holding onto your chair for support. Now, as you do this, that back leg, you should notice the front part of your hip kind of opening up here. Stretching out, it's an area that's often really tight. Good, hold. If your back knee is super bent, you might not be feeling that hip, so just as you're comfortable, slowly start to straighten that leg. Good, then step forward. Let's do the opposite side. Left foot comes back, front knee is right over your ankle. Start to straighten out that back leg so you can feel your whole hip flexor open up. Good, hold here, keep breathing. We're going to do one balance pose after this. All right, good, step forward. Now with your chair at the side, I'm going to have you balance onto your left foot. Right knee comes out. All right, then from there, you're just going to lift that foot up to the height of your calf. Option to keep holding onto that chair, or you can bring hands to heart center and hold there. But this is practicing balance. Balance is actually great to practice barefoot as well. So if you're in shoes now, you can always try this again later. Barefoot. Good, and then the opposite side. Feel free to go on to the other side of your chair so you can use that for balance again. This time balancing on the right foot, left foot comes out to the side. Then lift that foot up to your calf. We want to avoid being directly on the knee. And then option to bring hands to heart center. Or for even more of a challenge, you can bring arms overhead either with palms together or palms apart. So a lot of options there. Good, keep breathing. And release that foot down. All right, let's come back into a seated position. We're going to do a few more stretches here with our legs. So sitting at the edge of your chair, you want to be right at the edge. I'm going to have you straighten out your left leg. Now, rather than having your knee completely locked, have a slight bend in that knee. Hands come onto your hips, and then you're just going to lean forward. Now, the key here is to lean forward with a straight spine. So let me show you what I mean. As that leg is straight, you want to open up your chest and then lean forward from there. Rather than having a super rounded spine, we want the stretch to be in the hamstring. So keep that spine straight. Good, come back up to neutral. Extend your opposite leg out. Find a tall straight spine, kind of pushing your chest out forward and lean forward. Now remember, our leg is straight, but the knee is not completely locked. Unlock the knee to protect that joint. Flex your foot, toes up pointed towards the sky. Good, back up to neutral. All right, we're going to do a couple knee tucks next. So what I'm going to have you do is just grab your left knee and kind of hug it in towards your chest. Good, then switch sides. Again, hug that knee in towards your chest. Let's do each side one more time. Hug that left knee in. And hug the right knee. All right, two more stretches, starting with a glute stretch. I'm going to have you take your left ankle and cross it over your right thigh. Now your knee might be up a little bit higher if you're tight in the hips, and that's okay. Just kind of focus on slowly starting to draw that knee down. If your knee is able to draw down and you want to add to the stretch even more, all you have to do is just lean forward slightly, and you're really going to feel your glutes open up here. This is a great hip and glute stretch. Same as our hamstring stretch, we want to keep leading with our chest. So keep a nice straight spine as you lean forward rather than curling down. Good, back up to neutral. Cross the opposite ankle over, sit up nice and tall, and then option to lean forward. Remember, if we're not leaning forward, just focus on slowly starting to draw that knee down so you can open up the hip from there. Flexibility just takes a little bit of practice and time. All right, uncrossing that leg. Last thing we have is kind of a wide, we call this a seated butterfly. So you're going to widen your legs, bring your hands to your inner thigh, and then I'm going to have you draw your left shoulder forward as you kind of push that leg out to the side. Let's switch sides. Take that right hand and push your right leg out. Good, and then we're just going to come to center. So kind of leaning forward. Notice your inner thighs stretching out. Good, back to neutral. Draw your feet in, sit back towards the back edge of your chair. Just like we started, hands come on your thighs, palms down. Take a few deep breaths here. And then we'll do one last deep breath together. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Namaste. All right, thank you for joining me. This chair yoga practice can be done as regularly as you need. Even just bits and pieces of it throughout the day is really going to make you feel better. So I hope you enjoyed, and you can find this on the wellness or the employee wellness websites. Have a great day.